All right. And we are live on Zoom. We are live on YouTube, and we are live on the Sevens with Pi Frisbee Metatron's internet radio station. I'm thankful and grateful to be here. Another transformational Thursday. It is um, heating up in society, just like I thought it would after Pluto went direct. Like I said, for the first time in this long transit, it finally feels like Pluto is like, bam, I'm here now. I'm here, and let's come on with the come on. Um, it's hilarious what is transpiring on the political front. It's scary for some folks. Uh, I've been watching too many crazy ass videos, folks online talking about they don't get their food stamps, they're gonna be stealing and they're gonna be robbing, and you better lock your cars and you better watch out when you come out of the store. And I can see how some folks would think about that, but I got a message for anybody that think that it's that type of party with me. I wish a motherfucker would, and you better come and get you some. Yeah. Yeah, you're not taking shit from me coming out of no store because they're doing their kabuki political theater. Y'all do know that this is all political theater, right? And it's part of the beginning, the real beginning of the systemic teardown of all of these systems of oppression. They first have to be exposed for just how redunculous. I call them redunculous, not ridiculous. I'll be making up new words for that. Redunculous, and it don't matter. Red team, blue team, no team. It don't matter. It don't matter. Um, they're going crazy because Trump is renovating the White House. They're just picking anything to get mad about. Uh, uh, never mind that the White House has been renovated 12 times before, and yeah, nobody ever says shit about that. So it's all apropos for the season, and I just want to make sure that we all uh, continue to tap in to the cosmic level energy and leave this 3D level energy to the folks that is supposed to be getting their karma out of this. Us spiritual folks, this ain't our fight, y'all. This is not our fight. We're supposed to be navigating ourselves and positioning ourselves. So when this initial phase of radical change is completed in 2032 ish, that we position ourselves to be the new thought leaders and the new gurus and the new whatever title you want to give yourself. We'll be in the front. We can be in the front of these things instead of being caught in the masses and having to swim through all of the muck and the mire just to get to your clarity. We already have the clarity. Stay tapped in to the cosmics comings and goings and the movements of the planets and the stars. And we just had a comet come through. These are not just something that is, comet just flew through the sky. Oh no, this is significant. It is ripe time for some almost instant manifestations. I mean, we could plant seeds and cultivate it a couple of weeks right now, and shit will come manifest. Yes, yes, Miss Williams. It's a brand new vibration. I feel it. I feel like I said, a switch was flipped, and it felt like, okay, all right, yeah, yeah, all right. This is the ride for a minute. All right, yeah. I'm in my personal, jet fighter navigation seat right now, and I'm seeing the whole cosmos in my purview. And I want all of you guys to adopt that viewpoint as well. Look at the entirety of the cosmos. That's why I break down the numbers and the cards and the planets and the signs, because it is the more information that we have, the wider and broader the view, the better. First of all, the better choices you'll make, and then when you make better choices, you have better decisions and better destinations and better outcomes. So, um, uh, Miss Williams, open up your mic and talk about this new vibration, please.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, hey.
Um, the new vibration, it basically what it kind of feels like is like it does feel like a whole new landscape. It feel like it's like a new earth, like it's a new color or like a new way of seeing things, even physically. It's a little
Yes,
different.
yes,
Um, yeah, it's just different connection with how we communicate
yes.
is is a little more transparent,
Oh,
I want
yes.
to
Much more transparent, much more authentic.
say.
Any lies or half truths or any of that shit is being exposed like immediate. It's being fact checked while you still lying. Yeah, you ain't even finished the lie yet. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's like a whole like yeah, it's a new like there's basically like there's a lot of stuff that's no longer hidden anymore. Like you
yes,
could just it's okay to be more comfortable in
absolutely,
all of that instead
absolutely.
of the old world or the old life where it was like a lot of people didn't understand at all. But it's like now the understanding has expanded so widely. Now it's like I can breathe better and deeper, but there's also so much more space for new
Yes,
that it's like it's the growth, it's the shift, it's the
yes,
you know, the stretching out part. But
yes.
it feels more comfortable.
It does.
Like
It
I can
does.
really be my self a little bit more than I used to be able to do.
Less restrictive, less
Hmm.
of a spotlight on you. I tell you, the last time I felt this type of 3D earthly shift was, okay, I went to bed December 31st, 2019. And then I woke up January 1st, 2020, and it felt like I woke up in Bizarro World. That's the last time I felt a significant world shift. And I'm feeling that now. I feel that we have finally shaken the proverbial cloud, the proverbial chains that were on us, that were kicked off with that calendar switch. And now, especially in from now until the spring equinox, oh man, this is such a ripe and fertile time to, me, I'm always going to tell you one, maybe two of your projects. However, the ancillary branches that come off of one or two of those projects, start planting those seeds too, man. It is just so, so, so ripe right now. Ryan, can you open up your mic and touch on a little bit of that right now, brother?
Yeah, Miss Williams hit the nail right on the head, just like you did. Right now, it's an energy where you got like levels of coming out. If you're the type of person that know you always had something that you can express more of, this is the time where, let's say you had four more layers you wanted to peel back, you can put all four at the forefront right now. This is
Yes.
a time where we have more to reach for. So I know for me, um, I never let anybody's mindset make me feel scattered, but scattered is kind of irrelevant right now.
Yes.
So, just like you were saying on the last call, branch out, try everything, try this. If you're not doing too much, then something's wrong. You need to feel like you're doing too much and then do some
Absolutely.
more after that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would say it's a combination of that. And then what Ms. Williams shared is I feel more now ever before just to show more of myself. You know what I mean? Like, how you
Hmm.
doing? It's
Hmm.
only a couple of us on here, but you show up no matter what. And you just being you. You know what I mean? So that room, that space, that air feels like a cool breeze versus fog you got to climb through, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It does. And I thank you for that. It is um well, with Pluto in Aquarius and then Uranus in Gemini, anybody who isn't their authentic self is gonna get smashed like a cockroach that run across the floor in the middle of the night and you just happen to crunch his ass. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Uh, uh, and again, anybody who is propped themselves up on a pedestal of fame, fortune, or flair, yeah, they're gonna have a hard tumble because uh, uh, yeah, Neptune and the sun is doing some stuff. I'm gonna get into that with this new moon. This is a powerful, powerful, powerful Libra new moon, and it has some other things that happened yesterday, and yeah, and then we jump butt naked into Scorpio season. So yeah, Scorpio season that turns up the intensity and the heat and the tension and the tension good, tension bad, tension either way. So yeah, this is yeah, this is an opportune time, man. It's opportune, and if you are calculated, if you are shrewd, some yes, Miss Williams, diabolical. Yeah, you being straight to the core. Yeah, shrewdness, knowing your worth, knowing your value, and not stepping back into the background, being upfront. Uh, if you have never been, if you always been oh, I'll wait till everybody else get their plate. I'm gonna let everybody eat. No, be the first one to eat and load your fucking plate up. Load it up. That's right. That's right. Tripling down on your own value and push yourself out just a little bit farther than you're comfortable with. Just and be authentic. That's why I always tell this, no matter what, always be authentically you, unapologetically. Unapologetically. Anybody yes. Yes. Yes, Miss Williams. Exactly. Stop. Look. Back in 2017, December 31st, 2017, that's when I said that nobody else gets a pass. So since December 31st, 2017, I clap back on your horse shit. And I tell it like it is. If you come back at me and say, "Oh man, what you said offended me," well, I apologize how you heard that. So yeah, Yeah, triple down on your value, know your worth, add tax, and then add cosmic special handling charges. All right, all right. We are live. This is On the Sevens with Pi Frisbee Metatron, where we come to awaken, ascend, and expand. I am Pi Frisbee Metatron, your host with the most, and today is a very good day to be me. You know, every day is a very good day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I be this, and I require this. And I guarantee you this. When you make that mantra a part of your daily rituals, and then you go about doing the things it motivates and inspires you to do, your life will get better exponentially each and every day. I'm thankful and grateful for everybody that's here. Man, it feels like something is on my lenses, man. I don't know what's going on, but I'm thankful and grateful for everybody to be here. I'm thankful for the spiritual vision that Source Creator put into my soul many, 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 many millions of eons ago. And I am thankful and grateful for having the opportunity anytime I want to be authentically me unapologetically. I'm appreciative of who is here, and I can guarantee that those that are here, you will leave different than when you came. Uh, Today we will be breaking down a few planetary movements, the recent Libra new moon, and then that Neptune is doing some funky things too. We're going to talk about all of that, but first we're going to get it according to the numbers. This is October 2025, Libra new moon, Zodiac native soul vibrations. According to the numbers, this Libra new moon is ruled by the universal master number 22. The master number 22 deals with spirituality, spiritual business opportunities, putting the finishing touches on spiritual for-profit projects, and embracing, equipping, empowering, and implementing spiritual entrepreneurial plans, principles, and practices. Ryan, talk to us about that master number 22, if you can, real briefly.
So I have to start with staying industrious. I think that's the best blanketed way to look at it. Anything you see, anything that you can improve, even looking at a business that may not be spiritual, but you can find a way to instantly figure out their business model and how to make it spiritual for you or something you can take from it. With that 22-4, and then it being in my particular placements,
That's your
I
first step,
can't help.
bro.
Yeah, so I can't help but when I try to build something, it's not just for the profit. It's not even just for my spiritual reasons. It's meant to outlive me. Everything I built,
Absolutely.
I
Legacy.
try to make it meant to outlive me and for people to be able to be industrious from it.
Absolutely. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Welcome, Nikki. It's good to have you in the house. How are you today?
Hello. I know I've been so busy this
It's
past
okay.
season.
It's okay. It's okay. Your presence is always welcome. And when you don't show up, I know you're here in spirit.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
to see
glad to be here. I'm glad I made it.
I'm glad you made it too. Good to see you.
Yes.
All right. So now we're going to get into the numbers. And this is first name, middle name, last name, whatever your number comes down to. And then count the number of letters in your name. Mark Edward Pyle has 14 letters. Mark has 4, Edward 6, Pyle 4. 4 plus 6 plus 4 is 14. 1 plus, so 14 is my point of security. The number of letters in your name is your point of security. Wherever that number pops off, you will be very secure and very safe, regardless of what other manifestations happen with that number. So first name, whatever it breaks down to the single digit, middle name, whatever it breaks down to the single digit, last name, whatever it breaks down, count all the numbers in your name and whatever that breaks down, and then the day you were born. So if you're born on the 10th, you listen to number 1. If you're born on the 27th, you'll listen to 9. If you're born on the 22nd, you'll listen to number 4 and you'll listen to number 22. Got it? All right. Number 1, your Libra new moon 2-week vibe is a 23-5. Balance your compassion and your diplomacy and your spirituality with your optimism and your ambitions and your creativity in order to activate your versatility and your resourcefulness and your thirst for experience as you put your progressive and versatile plans, projects, and processes into motion these next few weeks and months. The bigger the calculated risk, the greater the adventurous reward. Yeah. Got anything, Ryan, on the 23-5?
With any 5 in particular, that 5, I would say travel, while it seems mundane or typical for the 5, this is a time to put it in hyperdrive.
Absolutely.
I think that the 5 and anybody with 5 intensification, they shouldn't take travel lightly. Travel is a superpower for that 5 energy.
Man, it always has been for me, man. And I got a over intensification of 14-5 in my names. They just pop off everywhere, man.
Yeah, it could almost, like, if you can imagine that movie Book of Eli, where he was just moving just solely on, he couldn't see, but he was moving on his journey.
Yep.
The 5 has to think like that. The 5 has to walk that tightrope of not being recklessly spontaneous while still staying on the move with purpose.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you for that. Number 2. So number 20s, 29, born on 29th, born on the 20th, born on the 11th, 2nd. You'll want to hear this one too, because you will resonate with this one as well. For the number 2s, your number is a 24-6. So you're going to balance your compassion and your diplomacy and your spirituality with your stability and your security and your dependable tendencies in order to activate your idealism and your righteousness and your selfless service as you put your humanitarian and unselfish plans, projects, and processes into motion these next few weeks and months. The bigger the calculated risk, the greater the well-earned reward. As a 6, especially with those 2 numbers, the 2 and the 4 going into that, yeah, you're going to earn because you're going to work. Not 2 harder workers in the numbers than the 2 and the 4. Real quick, Ryan, give me some context on the 24-6.
On the 24-6, the 24-6 has to not go back and forth between working with others and still staying solid on their own. So there is some working with others, but your primary companion is structure itself. You got to fall in love with structure, fall in love with completion, fall in love with laying the steps out, but not getting overwhelmed. Take it step by step. So if your first step is, let's say your goal is to make 100 calls in a day. Well, your very first concentrated step is get near the phone.
Absolutely.
Then your next methodical step is pick up the phone.
Yep.
If you can be methodical and structured and balance out the competitiveness with knowing when to work with people and when not, then they'll work just fine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for that, bro. Thank you. All right, number threes. Your number is a 25-7. So you're going to balance your compassion and your diplomacy and your spirituality with your new ideas and your resourcefulness and your quickness in thought in order to activate your intelligence and your investigation and your thirst for critical thought, analysis, and observation as you put your technical and scientific plans, projects, and processes into motion these next few weeks and months. The bigger the calculated risk, the greater the truly valued reward. High side 25-7 is an honorable traveler and a well-rounded individual, male or female, with a sense of compassion, however, with an undying thirst for experience. Handled properly, yes, this influence can put you in front of some very influential people. Just learn how to not trip over each other. The 2 and the 5 in this combination normally trip over each other, and it calls for some shady shenanigans. Brian, help me out with that 25-7.
Yeah, the 25-7 has to resist anything being janky. If they know it's some off the cuff, awkward, or actions they want to take coming from a negative place or a petty place, that's the only 7 that I think has a pettiness to it. Is that 25-7. But high side 25-7, you hit the nail on the head. They're very balanced. They know how to handle the reclusiveness because all 7s have reclusiveness.
Yep.
But if any 7 was a networker, it's the 25-7. So the 25-7 can balance being reserved and handling their task with precision, but still going out and having some fun too, because they're very charming and fun too.
Absolutely. Oh, they're real charming. And even low side, they are really charming and really cunning on the low side. But yeah, that 25-7 is a charmer indeed, bro. Thank you for that. All right, number 4 is your number is a 26-8. Balance your compassion, your diplomacy, your spirituality with your selfless service, your righteousness, and your idealism in order to activate your power, your authority, and your efficiency as you put your organized and strong plans, projects, and processes into motion these next few weeks and months. The bigger the calculated risk, the greater the worked for reward. Again, with that 2 in there, the only number that'll outwork a 2 or a 4 is a 6. However, the 2 and the 4, them is your company folks for life. The 2 and the 4 will get a job and retire from there after 40, 50 years. Yeah, the 6, on the other hand, the 6 will probably somewhere before their later life reality, the 6 normally becomes a caretaker for somebody. So they may not be the one for a lengthy place, but you're not going to get a more dedicated and a dutiful and honorable worker than the 6. So you mix in some really smooth energies, number 4, and this is one of the 8s. This is that go-getter 8. This is that I'm not going to take no for an answer 8. Ryan, hook us up on that 26-8, bro.
On that 26-8 with all the 8s, all the power that they have, sometimes the 8s don't get a chance to access it or point it in the right direction because there's organization and concentration that has to take place. So with all 8s, I always tell 8s, if you read anything, if you listen to any podcasts, focus on organization and concentration because your power is already there. You just have to point it in the right directions, and you can't be pig-headed. Anytime you're being pig-headed, consider your power being directed in the wrong space.
Yep.
Because sometimes the 8 can get more power by reorganizing. But most eights don't like to nothing. They just like to keep going.
Keep full speed ahead. Yep. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you for that. All right. Number 5s. Yours is a 27-9. Balance your compassion, your diplomacy, your spirituality with your dignity and your pride and your love of deep research in order to activate your philanthropic leadership and your charitable tendencies and your artistic and writing abilities as you put your perfected and money-attracting plans, projects, and processes into motion these next few weeks and months. The bigger the calculated risk, the greater the ideally charitable reward. I love this 27-9. I have been subject to a couple of endings, completions, graduations, on the 27-9. I had this one, I'll tell you this real quick. I had this one job in particular, and I was due a $10,000 bonus on Friday, the 28th of this particular month. This was back in 2011. And I got terminated on Thursdays. It was September 27th on a Thursday. 27-9. I ended up getting my bonus because y'all know, man, ain't nobody gonna be cheating me out of my damn money because I will show up at the job. Yeah, and you'll have to call the sheriff to get me to leave. You will, because you owe me some money. I worked for it. It's not like I'm finagling you out of it. We have a contract and it was agreed upon, and yeah, now you want to back out? No, we're not doing that. You can back out with somebody else, not with me. Ryan, hook us up with that 27-9, please.
I like the 27-9 because people underestimate the 27-9 a lot. The 27-9 is sensitive to wisdom. So if the 27-9 applies when it picks up along those different endings, the 27-9 out of all the nines, they deal with, certain violations of relationships and things like that. But if they take the wisdom from it and they take care of themselves, because that 27 goes into the 9, the 2s and the 9s have to take care of themselves, continue to stay receptive, continue to step out of your introvert moments where you get into introvert moments and be super selective about what you give emotion to and the people you deal with. That 27-9, everybody has to be selective of who they deal with, but the 27-9 has to really be selective who they deal with.
Really, really selective, very small circle. Yes.
Yeah, they have intuitive wisdom. Every 27-9 I know has intuitiveness, but when they're going through something, you can look at their appearance and tell they're not taking care of themselves like they need to.
Yeah. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you for that. Welcome, Yolanda. It's good to have you here, and welcome, Victorious. I'm glad you could make it. I appreciate both of you guys' presence. And when I get done with the numbers, I'll open it up so you two can say hello to everybody. All right. All right. Number 6 is yours is a 28-10-1, freedom and fresh starts. All right. So you're balancing your compassion, your diplomacy, your spirituality with your power and your authority and your executive abilities in order to activate your originality and your creative thoughts and your inventive ideas as you put your innovative and inventive plans, projects, and processes into motion these next few weeks and months. The bigger the calculated risk, the greater the ambitious reward. This speaks really, really the 28-10-1. That's my middle name, Edward. That's 2 14-5s in a row. This is the softest of the 10-1 energy. This 2-8 is is because of the 2, it really softens that run over your assness of the 8. So I'm appreciative that I'm a kinder asshole than most 10-1 folks, especially as a middle name. Ryan, help us out with that 28-10-1.
I love that 28-10-1 because it mellows out the 8 inside of that 1. When you got an 8 and a 1, no matter where the placements are, that definitely could be a pusher, an asshole to some degree.
Yep.
But they just want to accomplish stuff.
Yep.
The 28-10, if they embraced every new start, damn near every day could be a new start for them.
Every day, man. Every day.
Yeah, if they take care of the basics, random fortune will hit them. That 28 is a fortunate number.
Yes, it is.
That 10 is blessed. That 2 has diplomacy with that 8 power. And the 1 has the originality and the initiative. So be original while still controlling your urge for accomplishment. Be selective with your new starts and be diplomatic with your partnerships and just stay cool.
And
stay
lighten
cool
up.
and consistent.
Lighten up a little bit. Lighten up a little bit. Yeah. LU. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you. Number 7, my first step, 29-11-2. So again, you're going to balance your compassion and your diplomacy and your spirituality with your charitable tendencies and your philanthropic leadership and your artistic and writing abilities in order to activate your spiritual awakening and your spiritual message and your spiritual entrepreneurial endeavors as you put your balanced and modest plans, projects, and processes into motion these next few weeks and months. The bigger the calculated risk, the greater the quietly assured reward. I love any 11-2. It doesn't matter what combination, the straight 11-2, 29-11-2, whatever combination of the 11-2 is. I really, really enjoy it because no matter which 2 numbers come that make up the 11, those are going to be what fuels your spiritual message. Those are what's going to show you through a spiritual awakening your spiritual entrepreneurial endeavors. That 11-2 is like a spiritual flashlight, man. It shines a light on everything that your soul has for you. And then it shines a light on who your audience is. And then it shines a light on what type of content your audience. I mean, it's the 11-2, when you tap into it, any of these master numbers, we tap into that 11-2, it's the master number of the spiritual messenger. So you can get your specific spiritual messenger by tapping in to an 11-2. Ryan, hook us up.
I love the 11-2 because just like you said, anytime I hear 11-2, I always think of the opportunity to be that spiritual beacon, that spiritual messenger, and they could do it in an abstract way. If you have 11-2 energy in certain placements and you want to get abstract, don't shy away from that and do it with pure motives. The more pure the 11-2 is, the less they suffer from the low side of the 11-2, because the 11-2, your only obstacle is your inner self. When you're trying to be a martyr, when you're trying to avoid confrontation, or you overly jump into confrontation, when you're being petty, when you're getting away from your spiritual side, the worst number to be spiritually skeptical is an 11-2.
Yes.
The 11-2 needs a strong spiritual base. They need to embrace their creativity and working with others. They need to balance out their sensitivity. They need to work consistently to get their message out there if they have a message. So even if it's a person right now who's an introvert, but they know they have a message, it's important to know the numbers and know knowledge itself. So they know that if you're 11-2, you're a beacon, whether you know it or not. It could be some shy lady in Tennessee right now in her basement with her glasses on in front of her computer and nobody knows her. But she probably has a message. It could be a beacon if she's an 11-2. But it's the sensitivity can sometimes go into hyperdrive with them, and really get into personal development. With 11 tools, I say stay hard in the personal development and spirituality.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. There are a lot of 11 twos in churches, however, not sitting where you think. Not too many 11 twos up on the pulpit, but there are a bunch of 11 twos in the congregation, a bunch of them. Thanks for that, Ryan. All right, number 8. Yours is a 303. Optimize your gift of prophetic vision and your creative talent and your gift of persuasive talking with your imagination and your love of pleasure and your dynamic self-expression in order to activate your personal inspiration and your individual happiness and your guarded emotions as you put your creative and artistic plans, projects, and processes into motion these next few weeks and months. The bigger the calculated risk, the greater the optimistic and ambitious reward. 303 is a 3 with the power of source creator on side of it. So opportunities, lighten up and embrace every opportunity that comes your way. If you're number 8 on any of those levels that we talked about, this is all of the 3 shit with the power of the universe behind it. Whenever you see a 0 behind any number, that is the power of source creator. So however many zeros are behind a number, that's how much power source creator is behind them as well. Ryan, help us out with that number 3, that 3
What
0.
I enjoy about the 3 is also a beacon like the 11 too, but they're a beacon for optimism. They radiate. So the 3 can get themselves into a state where they literally are vibrating on optimism. They're vibrating on luck and radiant luck. They can be very fortunate with that 303.
Yeah.
They have to not only keep their expressions high side, but they have to be a master of organizing themselves. So with every number, sometimes the numbers that is in between, it could benefit from the attributes.
Yep.
So the 3 is in between the 2 and the 4.
Yep.
So the three benefits from networking, being creative, being social, doing multiple things at once. But then the 4 stuff kind of irritates it, but that's its secret weapon. So the 3 has to organize its versatility. It has to know when to pull back. It could be over enthusiastic in the wrong directions at times. And the 3 has to be comfortable with sitting down for a quick second and saying, let me look at everything that's unfinished and let me just concentrate on these 2 things.
Yep. Yeah.
And the 3 will be fine. The 3 has to maintain its optimism, but know where to point it.
Absolutely.
And it should make time for its creativity daily.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for that, brother. Number 9, yours is a 31-4. Optimize your gift of prophetic vision and your creative talent and your gift of persuasive talking with your innovative ideas and your inventive tendencies and your progressive leadership skills in order to activate your personal stability and your financial security and your self-sufficiency as you put your practical and well thought out plans, projects, and processes into motion these next few weeks and months. The bigger the calculated risk, the greater the optimistic and ambitious reward. 31-4 is just a reverse 13-4. You got fate and karma that is attached to everything that you're doing, number 9, with a 31-4. 31 is just a reverse 13. So whatever comes along your path in these next few weeks and months, it's supposed to. And the things that are supposed to succeed will. The people who are supposed to be with you, they will be there. And the places you are supposed to go, they will become crystal clear. On the flip side, the shit you ain't supposed to be doing will be gone. The people you ain't supposed to be fucking with no more will be gone. And the places you ain't supposed to be go will not even be in your vision. Talk to us about that 31-13-4, Ryan.
I like the 31-4 because the 31-4, that's the practical visionary. So when the 31-4 gets inspiration, I don't care if it's like, hey, I got an idea for Donald Trump. Go as far as you can with it, because if anybody can materialize something grandiosely creative, it's a 31-4. The 31-4 has hidden creativity. So no matter how creative you think you are, you got an extra gear that you could use, you could tap into.
Yes, you do.
The 31-4, the trick with that 31-4 and the 13-4 is don't let methodical tasks build up on you, because it's going to drain your battery of discipline and methodicalness for your creative activities.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing a reading and I see a 13-4 placement as an example, I always tell those types of people, hey, if you see your room is starting to pile up or not look how you want it to look, immediately get on it. Don't make time for it.
Yep.
Don't let anything build up on you, and that'll keep your reserves open for being methodical for your creative projects.
Absolutely.
Try not to fall victim to your stubbornness. Try not to sell yourself on why you shouldn't do something. The 13 and the 31-4, they suppress themselves a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So don't suppress yourself. Don't let being too rigid ruin opportunities for you, and balance creativity with practicality.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And never let any, especially a 13-4, never let anybody tell you unlucky. You are very fortunate indeed. All right, master number 11. Yours is a 33-6. So you're going to optimize your gift of prophetic vision and your creative talent and your gift of persuasive talking with your imagination and your love of pleasure and your dynamic self-expression in order to activate your personal inspiration and your individual happiness and your guarded emotions as you put your spiritually creative and dutifully unselfish plans, projects, and processes into motion these next few weeks and months. The bigger the calculated risk, the greater the optimistic and ambitious reward. Again, another master number, 33, the master of creativity and the love expression. The master number 11, you guys are going to be just dripping in master number vibration, spiritual messenger vibration, creativity vibration, the master of love vibration. It's just going to be a wonderful, wonderful time for you to tap in and find somewhere or somebody you can serve. Ryan, talk about that 33-6.
That 33-6, they have to protect where they point their duty, like all sixes, but especially the 33-6, because if the 33-6 is being too dutiful to the wrong people, then it creates that emotional instability. So when you have such access to the love vibration, to the nurturing vibration, it's a master nurturer vibration because it's a 33 master number going into a 6. So you have to pick the right places and people to nurture. You have to find your mission in life, because there is a mission in life. If you think that you can't teach something, teach it anyway to anybody who will listen, and you'll learn from your own experience of trying to teach somebody else. All 33-6s have a mission to enlighten people and to spread the nurturing love at a higher degree than most people. And the trick is you have to point that in the right direction. No matter what kind of pressures come your way, you can handle it. You have all the creativity and the stability and the dutiful energy to handle it, but you can't fall or crack under pressure. I don't care what it is. And set boundaries for your compassion. If you notice you're a 33-6 and you're overly compassionate, don't feel wrong about setting boundaries for where you want to point your nurturing and point your duty and point your compassion, and then live your teachings. Every 33-6 has something they learned or something they put together for themselves that they should follow themselves while teaching others.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for that, my brother. And then finally, master number 22, my last name, Pyle, adds up to 22. And Ryan's first step is the 22. Is the 44, our number, the 22 number is a 44-8. Formalize your gift of concentration and your focused determination and your sense of values with your practicality and your love of fact finding and your serious management skills in order to activate your personal power and your individual authority and your executive abilities as you put your organized and efficient plans, projects, and processes into motion these next few weeks and months. The bigger the calculated risk, the greater the abundant and expansive reward. I love this 44-8 for this reason, that no matter what happens along the way, them 2 4s is going to get the job done. They may be moody, they may be sometimes working at cross purposes with each other. They are stubborn, and they think each 4 thinks that their way is the right way. However, in all of that, when all of that is said and done, and the deadline is coming, they'll band together and they'll make it happen. Ryan, talk to us about that 44-8.
With that 44-8, that is the material master. That is the master of responsibility and duty. They can go as big as their minds can see and then some. They have to be careful of playing victim. If they're abusing power, own up to it. Because if they play victim while abusing power, they unconsciously are going to blame everyone else outside of themselves and never grow. That 44 out of a lot of numbers, they are at major risk of abuse of power. But high side, they can push through any challenge. They can push through any issues. And what I tell all 8s, especially that 44, is keep gold around. Because even the numbers have certain color vibrations.
Yep.
So with the 44-8, keep some gold around you. Understand that responsibility is a superpower. Don't shy away from it. Notice what abuse of power is. And again, like the 8s we talked about, all 8s benefit from studying, concentration, and organization.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Appreciate that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the October 2025 Libra new moon, according to the numbers. What I'm going to do right now before we get to the cards is I'm going to open up the lines. I want us to go in this order: Yolanda, Victorious, and then Natanya. Open yourselves up and meet and greet your folks that are online, which I have to go to a bathroom break. So Yolanda, you started.
I didn't hear what he said. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
He said, just open up, introduce yourself. This is Victoria, so Giselle, how you doing?
Hi, this is Yolanda. Good. How was everybody?
Pretty good, considering the circumstances. Pretty good.
So, are we in a just a private room?
No. He wanted you to
Oh.
just he opened up the floor for you to just meet and greet everybody,
Oh, okay.
just to say hi.
Stop acting brand new. Talk to each other.
We are talking.
All over here acting brand new. Talking like, what? Did you say that? Yeah.
Look, I'm not used to doing this on the phone. I'm used to sitting in front of the computer. I'm driving and yeah.
Yeah. How you doing, Yolanda?
I'm doing well. I'm hanging in there, running as usual, but I'm doing good.
Good. Well, I'm glad you could make it today. Took the time out to join us today. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
All right.
Good to be here.
All right. Good. Victorious, talk to us.
I am I'm processing a lot, to be honest with you. Just left the hospital, so I'm kind of dealing with a lot of that, and things are not looking too great. So I'm kind of dealing with that. And after we get off this call, I would like you to look at my Saturn period that's coming up, I think on the 6th.
Okay.
And if you can talk to me about that 3 of spades and that ace of spades that's coming up in my next period.
Okay. I definitely will do that.
Okay.
All right. Latanya.
But anyway, it's good to
Oh,
be here, and I'm glad I was able to make it.
I'm glad you made it too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead, Latanya.
Hello, everybody. Um, things been kind of wild.
Get closer to your microphone.
You can't hear?
Uh-uh.
I'm trying my little background music off. Maybe that might be it. Come on now.
Yes, that's better.
Okay, because sometimes I guess it's competing with the sound. So, things have been. It's been kind of wild and down. I can't. Lots of process. And I feel, I know it's a change.
I think you're gonna have to fix your mic because you're cutting in and out. We can't. We'll say a word and we can hear it, and then you'll fall off. So work with your microphone, and when we take a break in between the cards and the astrology, then I open back up again. Wanted to tell you, love them glasses. Them glasses is fly, girl. I love them glasses. All right, all right, all right. Let's see what's in the chat. Yeah, okay. Now, according to the cards, the October 2025 Libra new moon outlook vibration is the 8 of spades. Success in all work, health, life, and lifestyle change endeavors. Just dive into every area of your current reality that needs, wants, or desires the upgrade, and your success is guaranteed. This is the one of the more powerful cards of overcoming obstacles on any plane and in any level. Ryan, talk to him about that eight of spades.
Yeah, with that 8 of spades, you can turn something simple into something powerful. Again, anytime you hear me mentioning eights, I'm gonna mention concentration. And what I mean is even if you have to block time out just to concentrate on one step, then you're going to be able to end up tapping into your power. So with that 8 of spades, keep going. When you get, like when I have an 8 of spades in certain periods, I pay attention to when I'm getting tired, and I deliberately go even further than normal because the access is there. With that 8 of spades, I'm talking about literally listen to an audio book or read a book if you prefer hard copy about concentration and the power of concentration and laser focus, because even with a laser, it takes focus. A laser gets its power from focus. So it sounds simple, but it's really simplistic power with them eights, especially that 8 of spades. Find ways where you can change around your lifestyle or use your routine to get more power out of your work. So if you got to change something around to make more time for something, that 8 of spade period is a period to do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 8 of spades, my top Jupiter card today. All right. The period change and challenge agent vibration is the 9 of diamonds. Financial endings, completions, and graduations will be costly and liberating. Let go of some money and invest in yourself and your business and your brand and everything else connected to your ultimate purpose. With this 9 of diamonds, you just have to allow the money right now to cycle out. It will definitely cycle back in. Ryan, talk to him.
with that 9 of diamonds and even the sixes, with the 9s and 6s, the trick is staying ahead. So make sure you stay ahead of any debts you owe, any bills that's coming up. Make sure you stay in advance. And when it comes to getting rid of things or endings, don't only look at the ending part of it, look at the beginning that it creates.
Yes.
So let's say your car clunks out on you. Okay, it's making space for a new one. Let's say you had to spend $500 on the extra expense. Go into universal gratitude that it was there for you to pay it.
Absolutely.
And just remain universal, remain high side, remain universal. Tap into your relationship with your ultimate provider, and that's using the God power within you to bring things in the physical form. And don't worry about the mundane of the physical paper leaving your hand.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Appreciate that, man. And then the period manifesting vibration is the 10 of spades. Overcoming all work, health, life, and lifestyle difficulties arising from your own procrastination, self-doubt, or other limiting behaviors that have held you back from ascending and evolving. It's no more about anything external keeping you from doing it. It's not about your computer is not strong enough. It's not about I haven't written this yet. It's not about none of that. It's all about your own procrastination, self-doubt, and other limiting behaviors. All you have to do is tap into that 10 of spades energy, that overcoming all of that. You can overcome your procrastination by just, if you know you want to write a book, start with the title page. Hell, that might spark you to start with the outline, write a chapter. I mean, I don't know. You figure it out. Just do it. Just get yourself going during these next few weeks and months. And like I said, between now and the spring equinox, and you'll be pleasantly surprised at the result. Talk about the 10 of spades, Ryan.
Yeah, with that 10 of spades, you have to really, really be brave with your fortune, because all 10s are blessed. And then you got that 1 going into the 0. So you have fortune behind what you initiate. So you are the solutionist when it comes to your lifestyle with that 10 of spades. You have to move and know in your spirit you have that fortune, and then take that step to create that new beginning. So if there's any new beginnings you want to create, you got some extra fortune behind you. You can work to another gear than you realize, and map your lifestyle around having that extra energy. So with the spades, always use your lifestyle as a means to shake things up. And what I mean by your lifestyle, I mean just your day-to-day schedule. Sometimes it takes a change in our day-to-day schedule to manifest a completely different reality. I'll give you an example. I seen a commercial maybe 3 weeks ago, or advertisement, excuse me, like 3 weeks ago. It was a man that was a construction worker, and they showed a picture of him working on the construction site. But on his lunch break, he would get in the back of his truck, turn on his Wi-Fi device, and work on learning cybersecurity. So you see how he used his time through his day to shift his lifestyle. Next thing you know, he's no longer doing construction. And because he took that time out on his lunch breaks during construction, i.e., he took some time from his lifestyle and he redirected it into a bigger new initiation. So that 10 of spades, and with any spade, something as simple as reorganizing your day could be profound.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right. Any comments, any questions? With the 8 of spades, 9 of diamonds, 10 of spades, get to it, whatever it is that you have in the hopper. Just focus in on that and put some honest effort into it. Let some money go, invest in yourself and in your business, your brand, and everything else. And never worry about money that you spend. Just get yourself in the right frame of mind and get in the cycle of money. What goes out comes in. And then just stop making excuses that are inwardly No more procrastination. Lift up, get rid of your self-doubt and any other limiting behaviors that have held us back from ascending and thriving. Any comments, any questions?
Yeah, I think with that Nine of Diamonds energy, especially for people who hasn't done it already, take some time out and find material or ask Mark questions about real abundance thinking, that abundance mindset. So one thing with the abundance mindset is you don't give money away, you don't spend money, you're in the flow of circulation. So if you owe people or when it comes to your value system, that diamond is of our values. So anything that you know that you had to take care of for yourself or for people, hurry up and get it off your chest and don't worry about it, because you have an abundant mindset in knowing that now that that energy has been dispelled, you're making room for more things to fall into your pot now. So you don't spend money, you don't give money away. It's a circulation within a bigger abundance pool, if that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Yes, Victorious, go right ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Victorious. You had your hand up. Unmute yourself if you.
Oh, I was trying to find my mic.
Okay.
I just want to piggyback off of what he said. My mom is the 5 of diamonds and the 9 of diamonds.
Woo,
And one of the things that
woo.
one of the things that I know about her is with the 9 of diamonds, she is constantly giving. She'll go somewhere, like she's always giving away stuff. And like she lives in a senior citizen home, and my mom is an Aries and she's very thrifty. She doesn't believe in, like, she has use for everything.
Mhm.
So even times like if she get boxes like that are given to her, she doesn't waste anything. She'll give it to somebody. But going piggybacking off of what he's saying, he is absolutely right. And you know what's really interesting? My mother is never without
Never,
anything.
never.
Oh, I
Never.
can't wait to touch on this one. Your mother has a unique Nine of Diamonds vibrational placement with that 5 of Diamonds, because the 5 of Diamonds has the 9 of Diamonds and Mars
Yes,
on the life spread. Plus the
yes,
9 of Diamonds is a displacement card for the 5 of Diamonds.
yes.
So she
Wow.
has a lot of 9 of Diamonds intensification. So it's
Oh,
no coincidence. Not only does she give, she also has a 7 of Spades in Venus. So, excuse me, she has a 7 of Spades in Jupiter on her
yeah.
5 of Diamonds. So she knows how to extract value. Anything she has for day-to-day use, she can extract value from it.
And,
And
and
she's a
When I
giver. And
say
and you
that
see,
woman is a hustler.
oh yeah,
yeah, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
and
God.
Ryan, tell her where the 7 of clubs is in that 5 of diamonds spread.
That's her moon
Um,
card, actually.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's her moon card. That's my father too. That
That's
was
your
my
father.
father.
See, I was gonna make that connection. See, we're all in everybody's.
That was my
The
father.
folks who are in your life really close are in your life spread. I guarantee you.
Right next to you, above you,
Above you,
two
yeah,
behind
cards
you,
over.
2 cards over.
yep,
Yeah, yeah. They are. They are there. They are there.
Right there.
Your karma cards are there. And all of them are there, man. They're there.
yep. And what's so beautiful about her, if you think she didn't get something on the first explanation, she's gonna pick up on it. Normally she get it on the first go round, but she's gonna get it. She gonna
Oh, and she's
quietly,
super psychic too.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah,
And
man,
and
oh yeah.
and Victorious, you already know this with that 5 and that 9. Well, she's a little softer because the 5 is
She's
leading.
an assassin. Go
Yes,
ahead.
yes, yes,
I already know.
yes,
She quick
yes.
with it too.
Quick with it too, man. Like,
Yeah.
look, don't be
And she an
slipping.
Aries.
Don't be
April
slipping.
16th.
Yeah, she quick with that. Yeah, she quick. Thank you guys for that.
Thank you.
All right, all right. Now, according to the planets and signs, a new 6-month cycle began under the new moon in Libra that occurred Tuesday morning. Balance your mind, body, and soul before setting intentions aligned with this Libra's new moon energy. The next 6 months could help you materialize more peace, reciprocity, love, or justice. As the initial phase goes on, you might want to be mindful of your actions and conversations as the pre-shadow period of Mercury retrograde begins. Note anything out of the ordinary because it might become part of the next Mercury retrograde. A shift in collective consciousness occurred early yesterday morning as Neptune retrograde transited out of Aries and into Pisces. The remainder of this retrograde will be in Pisces, so this offers ample time to dive into your subconscious. That'll be until January 2026. Also, yesterday, you might have felt the need to be more private once the sun entered Scorpio. Be selective about who you let into your inner world, since Scorpio season implores you to be more secretive and discreet. When Neptune re-entered Pisces on the 22nd, it signaled a time to get real again. The planet of imagination and illusion is swinging back into this dreamy watery sign, inviting you to rethink any unresolved issues related to escapism, delusion, or fantasy. That is because Neptune is retrograde for the first few weeks of this transit. And when it stations direct on December 10th, you will be reaching clearer, more solid conclusions. This is the closing chapter of a story that began when Neptune first entered Pisces in April 2011. Think back to that time and consider how you have become more aware of setting clear boundaries and how you have become more realistic, more expressive, or more emotionally intelligent since then. If you want to get even more specific, revisit your journals from the first few months of this year. Neptune will be retreading the same degrees of Pisces it covered in the late winter and early spring of this year. So whatever you experience then will be coming up for review. Be honest about what you have been learning, and yet also give yourself plenty of compassion. Remember, what helps you feel anchored, and you will not get dragged into drama during the final stretch of this transit. I got a couple of astrologers on here. What do y'all think? Is that pretty good? Miss Williams.
Yeah, this ingress has been really intense because you got the sun, the moon, Mercury, Mars, Lilith, like all in Scorpio, but just clustered up, and then you got Jupiter, Cancer, and Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. This is very intense energy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nikki, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Scorpio season, right?
Right.
You know I got a Scorpio rising, right?
Yes, yes, I do.
Oh, you do. You know this. You know this, man. You know, it's just right now I'm just in with the flow,
Okay.
being what I'm being. I've absorbed this meeting here, and I haven't been in a meeting in over what you've done for this month or in the past 30 days. And then we had the break. So
So
it's
it's
been
been
a
a minute.
while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
But for me, you know, I wanted to say Ryan hit on that responsibility being your superpower.
Yes.
That is so true because a lot of people think a superpower has to be something superhuman and supernatural, but taking responsibility is huge. And we people, I don't want to say me, I started my master's program 2 weeks ago. So where does that align with the stars? I don't know. I'm getting my master's degree. And then I'm going to go for my PhD. So taking responsibility, doing those little things, like Ryan said, doing little things. So that's 2 hours a day toward my master's program online.
There you go.
And yeah, I have to take a student loan out for it, but abundance, what is that going to bring me in the future? In a year from now, I'll have my master's, I'll have
That-
greater opportunities.
That's
So
investing in yourself and in your
exactly,
brand
that's the
and in your
investment.
business. Yes.
And then we'll move forward from there. So again, I'd like to hone in on taking that responsibility, using your intuition. Um, I don't have to be a major in astrology to do that. But if that's what you want to do, that takes practice. See, I never
Absolutely.
practiced that much in astrology. I just like to come to these groups and say, I resonate with that.
Well,
And I'm
good.
doing what I do because I do what I do naturally. Um, and just being that inspiration, that's where I hit on. And as far as Scorpio season goes, yeah, I'm shocked. I didn't want to hear that we're going into Mercury retrograde again.
Oh, it's
But
all good though. It's all
but
good.
it's all good.
Yeah,
What could go wrong, right?
yeah, it's all good.
It's already went there. So hopefully everything comes back, and I'm really trying to be positive. As I think about everybody else in the economy and the government shutdown. So that's where I'm like, what could go wrong? Hopefully maybe the government will come back together soon. I keep on thinking positively. So uh, just got to stay positive. Again,
That's
taking that
right. And
responsibility
and only
for your
focus
emotions,
and
even.
and only focus on what you can control. I can't control the
Yeah.
government opening or closing, so I
I
don't.
can't. I still got to be happy. I still
Yep,
got to do what I got to do, take those
yep.
steps. I can't freak out.
Nope.
So, as an
Got to keep
emotional
living.
sign,
Yep.
um, I got to take responsibility for my emotions and be happy. I'm going to choose not to be down. So,
Good.
there's
Very good.
my take on it all.
Right.
It's a choice. You got to
It
choose
is. It is.
to be happy.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Go ahead, Victorious.
To Nikki, I just want to just kind of mention something about you going back to school. First and foremost, congratulations. I'm an advocate for studying. Initially, I wanted to go back and get my master's and PhD, but life took me another direction. And also, I wanted to point out, typically when you decide to make such a major step, typically there's something big going on in your ninth house. So get with an astrologer, have them take a look at that, and they'll be able to give you some more insight as to why you decided to take such a big leap. Another thing that I wanted to point out in reference to the energy of the Scorpio sun, today, literally, the sun entering in Scorpio hit 0 degrees. And I'm a 0 degree
Mm-hmm.
Taurus. And
Mm-hmm.
I have that fixed T square.
With
So
yep.
yeah, so right now it's like a balance, like the table is balanced. And looking at my chart right now and getting the information that I'm getting today, dealing with all the Scorpio energy, I've been pulling nines like all over the
Hmm.
place.
Okay.
I think I mentioned that too about the 10 of
Wands.
the 10 of the 10 of wands and the 10 of uh spades keep
Yep.
coming up. So
Yep.
yeah, it's super intense, and I'm glad that Lemons mentioned about the retrograde. I've been so busy, I didn't even realize that we had a retrograde coming up.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is pretty intense,
Absolutely. It is.
pretty intense, and I can see it now. Like I'm sitting here looking, and everything is making sense. Whew, okay.
Thank you for that. Yes, Ryan, go right ahead, bro.
You know what I like about it is I like the fact that with Scorpio, if you want to play it to the high side, so the low side is, hey, I can't control my urges. I'm stuck in my root chakra and I'm very secretive, borderline liar, low side. High side, if you flip that on his head, it's discrete transformation. So you look at the government, that's definitely a discrete transformation taking place.
Yes, it is.
So everything that's in the public, double that for what's not in the public.
Yep.
When you know a transformation is taking place.
Yep.
So we apply that to our situations. Sometimes it's this simplistic yet powerful saying of letting the blessing cook.
Yes.
So what that looks like is the totality of our conversation today is to be yourself and do what the bold you would do.
Yes.
But still reserve some discretion for your transformations.
Oh,
and what I mean by letting the blessing cook is you ain't got to tell everybody.
Right.
So this type of space right here is a safe space because you're gonna get nothing but an amplitude of positivity. You look at what just transpired with Miss Nikki. You know, she just got well wishes for her transformation, but she wouldn't want to tell everybody. You know what I mean? So know what you can be discreet about. You ain't got to tell everybody everything, and just put your head down towards your transformation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Victoria, you raised your hand again. Go ahead.
Actually, I was trying to put my hand down. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. These are the Zodiac natives, soul vibrations, sun sign, moon sign, rising or ascended sign. If you got 3 or more placements in the sign, or you got a stellium, you want to listen to those. And if you want to ear hustle on your significant others or your co-workers or somebody else that you want to be nosy about, you can listen to theirs as well. Aries, got one for you. Tuesday's new moon brought a boost of energy in the direction of close relationships, and especially partnerships, my ascending Aries natives. The next 2 weeks ahead will be a powerful time for strengthening your connections. It will be a time for new beginnings and improvements to partnerships or to your negotiation skills and attitude towards relating. You may even bring a relationship to a new level or make a connection that could lead to a significant relationship. There can and will be some impulsiveness, so it would be wise to distinguish between making changes for the sake of change and making changes that will truly propel you forward on an improved path. The desire or need to cooperate and merge with others will be strong.
Personal testimonial
with yesterday's Sun-Neptune transit, you can have a distinct feeling that you are missing something, or that you have forgotten to take care of your needs for rest, replenishment of spirit, and spirituality, particularly as this lack relates to your partnerships. It is better not to draw up final conclusions now, and it will be a time of feeling things out and making adjustments. You are more sensitive than usual to imbalances in your environment and your body. Taurus natives, got one for you. Tuesday's new moon occurred in your solar sector of work and wellness endeavors, my ascending Taurus natives, and it will be a powerful prompt to start fresh. Think about what needs to go, even if it's an intangible, such as an attitude adjustment, in order for you to enjoy your life more fully. This new beginning can and will be about getting on top of your daily schedules and routines, as something motivates you to start fresh. With this new moon in hard angles with Jupiter and Pluto, it will be best to avoid setting your goals so high that you quickly feel overwhelmed. Pace yourself. Get the plan right in the next few days before pushing forward. Yesterday's Sun-Neptune transit can and will raise uncertainties, which can be a cue to take a break. If you feel overworked or underappreciated, take care of your affairs or put them on hold until you feel the pleasure of certainty return. Your daily routines, your work, or other practical affairs can and will be tricky to handle if you are on the fence about a matter. You might get a sense that your efforts are not recognized, or vague health concerns may be a symptom of temporary loss of motivation or lack of direction. Geminis, I got one for you. Tuesday's new moon can and will really get you going on a creative project, hobby, romance, or recreational activity by ascending Gemini natives. If you need a chance to express your talents, your sense of fun, or your feelings, this new moon paves the way. Celebratory, playful, and just for fun endeavors are in favor. Motivation to pursue your heart's desires will be strong now, and you can and will feel large and in charge. There can and will be some issues with financing your projects and a need to better attend to money matters. And you may want to watch for going over the top on financial levels now. Otherwise, this will be a strong time for finding new or improved ways of expressing yourself. With yesterday's Sun-Neptune transit, some confusion about your larger goals, desires, and active pursuits can and will interfere with the enjoyment of the moment. Hunches can and will be a little difficult to trust later in this transit, making it wiser to remain on the fence until your head clears. While you may not have had the luxury of a master plan, you will be tying up loose ends on this front in the months ahead. Others may not be seeing you for who you are. However, they will rather see what they would like you to be. Do not encourage this behavior, as tempting as it might be to do so. Cancer natives, got one for you. With Tuesday's new moon, you were given the opportunity to clear the slate and start fresh with family or regarding a living arrangement or home matter, my ascending Cancer natives. You will be mainly focused on issues of the heart, security, and comfort at this time. While safety and familiarity are top priorities, you will be willing to take charge and start fresh if necessary. And you will not be afraid of change if it means improving your life. It will be a time for new energy and motivation in your personal life, home, or family. If you want to make changes on the home front, this will be a powerful time for taking charge, whether this is about your physical home environment, your domestic routines, your family relationships, or even your relationship with your inner self. You will be likely to feel the need regardless of whether you plan it or not. In fact, and the improvements you make will affect all areas of your life in some manner. After all, this part of your chart represents your roots, touching almost everything you do. Because of yesterday's Sun-Neptune transit, you may feel the need to regroup, as restlessness or uncertainty are likely, especially if you have been ignoring your needs for fantasy, imagination, and adventure in your life. It will be best not to make waves just for now, with confidence taking a brief dip during this transit. As well, your obligations to your domestic world can be at odds with a restless desire to strike out and do your own thing. Find a way to satisfy both needs, even if you do them separately. Leo natives, got one for you. Tuesday's new moon brought fresh energy to your communication skills, learning, and daily interactions and contacts, my ascending Leo natives. It will be an excellent period for beginning a new project, especially one that involves writing, speaking, or learning. You can and will be finding new ways or different channels for expressing yourself and for getting around and making connections. New equipment or transportation options open up, or you get the chance to improve your relationship with a classmate, sibling, relative, or neighbor. Aim to take charge of the details of your daily life over the coming 2 weeks. You are supported well in this regard. For now, watch for shooting too high, too fast. And because of yesterday's Sun-Neptune transit, there can be some laziness or inertia. Enthusiasm may take a dip during this initial part of the transit. However, this is temporary. As well, it would be likely a signal that you need to regroup and rest or take a break from overthinking. Part of you just wants to get the job done. However, another part is seeking out more depth and meaning. While the boundaries between what is yours and what is not yours may have been blurred somewhat during this Neptune transit, you will be now clearing these matters up. Virgos, here you go. However busy you may have been in recent days, Tuesday's new moon convinced you of the value of staying put and enjoying the world of your 5 senses, my ascending Virgo natives. The coming 2 weeks will be strong for beginning a new business, project, money-making idea, savings account, or budget. Anything that helps you build and take charge of your resources. It will be a time for starting fresh in some matter, and it will be about how you arrange your life to enjoy a stronger feeling of value and worthiness. Setting financial goals and drawing up budgets can be in favor, or paying more attention to the things that make you feel comfortable and secure can be in focus. Making more of what you have could be a worthwhile goal. With yesterday's Sun-Neptune transit energies, it may be a better time to decompress and regroup. You may be craving a better connection with someone who might help you make some decisions and choices. As it stands, you can feel a little out of sync for the time being. It will be best to put overthinking on hold. There may have been some ambiguity surrounding close partnerships. You may have been dealing with others who have been irresponsible or elusive. Ideally, you have reached a new level of spirituality in a relationship or a greater level of understanding about your relationship needs. Libra natives, you know I got one for you. Tuesday's new moon was in your sign, and it brought a feeling of newness to your life, although it will not manifest instantly, my ascending Libra natives. It will be best to take your time before moving forward. Others are taking notice of you, and this can and will serve to motivate you further to make the most of your abilities and strive to be the best you can be. It will be an opportunity for renewal. In the 2 weeks ahead, you might take charge of your life in important ways. You will be more noticeable and dynamic than usual. Make plans to pay more attention to your own needs and happiness during this period when healthy self-focus is especially appropriate. The chances are good that you have been feeling ready for a reboot or restart, and this new moon may very well be it. Make plans that take the future into account. Otherwise, you might find yourself running out of steam and encountering opposition. This will be a time for reinventing yourself in some meaningful way or for a personal new beginning. Because of yesterday's Sun-Neptune transit, your relationships may have you feeling a little off-center in spots. You will be likely experiencing a temporary lull that slows you down long enough to explore alternative routes and to make useful adjustments. There could be a feeling of being undervalued or even undercut. However, this is temporary. There may have been some confusion in your job or daily affairs, as Neptune's presence here has sometimes challenged sticking to routines or schedules. You'll be wrapping up these themes in the months ahead. All right, Scorpio natives, got one for you. Unusual serendipitous events can and will occur these next 2 weeks, with Tuesday's new moon activating the sign just behind yours, my ascending Scorpio natives. Whatever happens will remind you of the need to slow down and take extra time to sort things out. It will be an important time for processing recent events and deciding which parts of your life have run their course and no longer serve you well. It will be about freeing up emotional space to allow new energy into your life. Both mental and physical health are in focus, and it will be time to start fresh on a new course of essential improvements. This will be a period of physical and emotional replenishment, review of the past, and tying up loose ends in your life. You are likely to take a serious look at how you can and will bring more spirituality or more quiet time for reflection into your life. Because of yesterday's Sun-Neptune transit, you might wrestle with some restlessness until you acknowledge the need to check in with your intuition. All of a sudden, you may not feel as clear about your next step or how to wrap something up. This is temporary and a signal to slow down. This long-term cycle has been impacting your romance and creativity sectors, and these themes have been colorful, although sometimes unclear. It is possible you have been falling in love with unattainable people or things. These themes are now reaching a conclusion, and it will be a time for tying up loose ends on these levels. All right. My corner of the Zodiac. 7's natives. I got one for you. Tuesday's new moon pointed to new beginnings or a new take on a project or friendship. My ascending Sagittarius natives. Friends, social life, networking, community, causes, and happiness goals will be in the spotlight. It will be a time for a fresh start or a new approach in these areas. You will be motivated to make changes in your pursuit of happiness and fulfillment, perhaps by breathing new life into existing connections or setting new or renewed goals, desires, and active pursuits. People in your life or a relationship goal will encourage you to focus on what will be most important. With this new moon, your confidence is strong for reaching out to others or for beginning anew if need be. In the coming 2 weeks, there will be a stronger focus on goals, desires, and active pursuits that fuel your sense of contributing to the world on a social level or that enhance your optimism and mental well-being. Cooperation brings more rewards now. Because of yesterday's Sun-Neptune transit, there may be a misunderstanding or some off-timing that could leave you feeling a little insecure or uncertain, although it will be temporary. People, groups, or relationships that you have been idealizing could prove a bit disappointing, or people-pleasing begins to get on your nerves. Inconsistencies or procrastination about matters in your home or personal life can wear you down, leaving you feeling vaguely guilty or restless. The need for more rest is part of this transit. Consider ways to feed the need for imagination or creative activities and give your mind a rest. In the months ahead, you will be tying up loose ends and moving on from this phase. Woohoo! Capricorn natives, got one for you. You will be in fine shape for creating or fine-tuning your overarching life plan. You certainly have something fresh and creative to bring to the work you do or share after Tuesday's new moon at the top of your solar chart, my ascending Capricorn natives. The new cycle ahead of you is an ambitious take charge one. The desire to succeed, perform, and work towards manifesting your goals, desires, and active pursuits can and will take over. and important changes or new beginnings will be in focus. This can and will be a more visible time for you. There can and will be scrutiny, recognition, or rewards. This lunation can and will give you the confidence and motivation to take charge of issues surrounding your career and living and lifestyle goals, desires, and active pursuits, your reputation, your public image, and your social standing. The desire to handle and manage your responsibilities can and will be strong. Focus on improving the elements of your personality that you are projecting to society and formulate goals for self-mastery and self-discipline. Because of yesterday's Sun-Neptune transit, you could experience some off-timing. You may want to branch out your thinking or expand your horizons, and yet distractions can prevent you from enjoying yourself. People and problems demand a little too much of your attention, and schedules may be overturned, or you could feel that you have run out of time. You may be doubting things temporarily, and yet this may only be a signal that you need a checkpoint, especially if you have been neglecting your need to feed your imagination. You may have been discovering imaginative means of expressing yourself. In the months ahead, you will be wrapping up this phase of your life and extracting the lessons. All right. Aquarius, got one for you too. Tuesday's new moon inspired new visions, optimism, and confidence, my ascending Aquarius natives. There will be much to excite and motivate you in the 2 weeks ahead, and you may be pursuing new initiatives that broaden your experience and deepen your understanding of life. It will be time to break out into unexplored territory. You will be pulled out of your shell in a positive way and become ready to go forward and for pursuing your desires. This new moon occurred in your sector of spirit, higher learning, worldview, and belief systems or perspectives, and it motivates you to expand your knowledge or flesh out your knowledge of particular subjects. You will be building your faith as well as understanding where you stand and what you believe. This new moon acts as a charge, sending you in a new direction as you ride on a feeling of renewal due to a new perspective on your life. Yesterday's Sun-Neptune transit can point to timing that is a little off if you are feeling out of step with your intuition. Your attention may turn to an inconsistency that has been hard to shake. Consider ways to honor your needs for imagination, daydreaming, and spiritual sustenance, since ignoring them can lead to a distracted or restless state. It is possible you have dealt with some carelessness or inattention to detail with money, or financial insecurity was part of the picture, and yet experiences may have brought you to a better understanding of what it is that you truly value. More creative approaches to money making and money management are emerging. In the months ahead, you will be tying up loose ends as this theme comes to an end. Well, hot damn. All right. And then finally, Pisces natives, got one for you. With Tuesday's new moon, the energy for new beginnings and taking charge of your life will be powerful, my ascending Pisces natives. This new moon landed in a part of your solar chart that rules many of the things that go on behind closed doors or deep inside of you. It can and will stir up your need or desire for intimacy and closeness, as well as a willingness to delve into matters, including increased self-awareness. It will be a good time for putting a bad habit behind you, as well as for diving into any endeavors that benefit from analysis, research, and investigation. An event will occur that opens your eyes to the need for handling debts or shared resources more effectively, and a take charge attitude emerges now. It will be a time for finding ways to empower yourself. It will involve getting rid of some debt or clutter, and it will go deeper than that. Your insight into the aspects of yourself that need transformation will be compelling now. Because of yesterday's Sun-Neptune transit, your motivation levels could dip a little. If so, it is a signal to regroup and unlikely a sign of anything more than that. It can be difficult to focus on practical tasks as much as you'd like to during this transit. And it will be important to take time out for extra rest and reflection. This transit will add a mysterious aura to the way you project yourself to others. You may have been less practical than you have been idealistic, dreamy, and sensitive. In the months ahead, you will be tying up the loose ends of this theme. As always be authentically you, unapologetically, and what you set into motion shall come back and greet you. Your mastered self awaits you. Zen Uru, Zen Uru, Zen Uru. Any comments, any questions, concerns, statements, anything about about the Zodiac native soul vibrations or anything that we have covered today? You're much welcome, Nikki. Natanya, you fix your mic and you straighten out everything?
I switched to my phone.
Yes. Chime on in and tell us what you was going to tell us.
I don't even know what I was saying. I was just saying life has been just lots of ups and downs.
Okay.
And intense.
Yes.
Within 24 hours.
That's that Scorpio energy. Where's Scorpio at in your chart?
I don't have.
Yeah, you do. It's somewhere there. Yeah. We got every sign in you got every sign in your chart.
I don't see it. Well, maybe what I'm looking at is
I'll look on my side and I'll
okay. Yeah, because I don't see it.
Yeah.
So, but just it's been a lot of intense emotions. Highs and lows.
Yeah. It's gonna be like that. This initial part of the phase is gonna mellow out here as we get into November. But yeah, it's like I've been talking about that Pluto coming into Aquarius, and the movement was like boom, like yeah, I'm here now. I'm here. And Uranus and Gemini is yeah, and it's only because folks are slowly starting to realize and recognize that you can't lie to nobody no more. You're going to get clapped back and fact checked and called out on your shit almost immediately now. And that, for folks who live and stand on the truth, that's not a big deal. But folks who live and profiteer off lying, yeah, that's really, really a bad deal. Yes, Victorious, go right ahead.
I think it's hilarious. I'm just sitting here looking at we've lived in the age of Pisces for the last 2000 plus year. And, all things start with great intentions. And I think initially the Piscean Aries era started out with good intentions, but we all know what happens where we ended up with all the lies and deceit and, the whole Christian era, not to bash anybody, but all the things that happened under the sign of I believe. Now we're moving into the age of Aquarius. I know. In Christianity, they call it revelations, but you're absolutely right. Everything is coming out.
It's all coming out, you guys.
It's all coming out. All of it.
Yeah.
Every damn thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And I want to touch on if there's anything that some old lies, because we got all this retro plus transformative Scorpio energy. If it's any type of old lies that have previously caused any pain, this is that final time to let all that shit go.
Yep.
If it's anything
Right
old,
Yep.
it's time to burn it up. It's time to burn it up.
Release it and let it go.
Yeah, do a ritual where you burn the paper or bury the paper or put it in the ocean. This is the time to anything that's coming back to haunt you of any type of, wrongdoing, bad intentions, anything like that. This is the time to finally let it go for good. Get that out of your neural pathways.
Yep, absolutely.
You talking about anything that's been done to us or?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Anything we give our energy to. Like, for example, let's say nothing's been done to you, but you can't stand the dude that's been lying to your cousin for 10 years. Let the energy go. Don't carry no energy with no type of wrongdoing towards you or anything you hold energy for. This is the period to let that go.
Let it go. Let it go. If it's not of your own making, let that shit go.
How long I got?
You can start now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can start now. It's not so much a rush process for this one. But yeah, go ahead and take now through the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. Don't rush through this. Take your time because this is like the final pass through.
This is a hard one. This is hard.
It's hard. All of us that have been blessed to have been able to buy a house. You know how they go through the final walkthrough? Yeah, these just like, come on, man. Like, give me my damn keys and shit. And they be looking,
they find something.
This cabinet, a handle on this cabinet is the wrong color. Nope, I can't. Yeah, this is the final walkthrough. So, look at your cabinets, lift up the bed, go out in the garage and open the door. Make sure your water heater's hooked up right. I mean, this is the final walkthrough. So go all the way down into the stank part of the soul and go all the way down into the deep recesses of your emotional heart and go all the way down in the blind spots of your mind and shake all that shit loose. And whatever pops up, if something pops up, get rid of it, write it out, ritualize it, get black and white candles and burn those candles and get rid of it once and for all. Yeah.
And be truthful with yourself more than ever before. I got this modality called stepping into the mess. If you know your room is messy and it's your responsibility to clean it, what's your first step? You got to step into the room.
Yes.
So step into your mess and be truthful with yourself. Going into the Aquarian age, in the Aquarian age, you have to be more truthful and raw with yourself than anybody outside of yourself.
Absolutely.
So, for example, you cannot be okay with sitting there saying, I'm going to lose weight. And you literally are watching yourself eat a honey bun.
Right.
That's not truthful to yourself. So be unapologetically raw and truthful with your own self more than ever before, where you get the full benefit from it in this Aquarian age.
Absolutely. All right. Anybody else? Nikki, you good?
I'm gonna lose weight.
I know you are.
You know what I did? You got to find something that works for you. I found it was this app came, but I didn't buy the app because I don't like to spend money like that. I like things for free because I know how to find things for free. And so it was this Tai Chi app, right? The Tai Chi workout. And they want to charge like $10 a month for their subscription. And all it does is give you these, I call it Tai Chi sprints.
Yeah.
And then what happened was my subconscious aligned me with the YouTube videos for free.
For free. There you go.
So I've gathered up every time I find another, and they're 30-minute videos.
Oh, good.
And I've got about 5 of them saved in my YouTube repertoire.
Good.
And that's it. And there's short sprints of Tai Chi movements. It gets your energy flowing, and they're chi flowing. That's what Tai Chi is. It's chi. It moves it. And so not only are you exercising, but you're moving your blockages at the same time. And some of these blockages are what's causing me, Nikki, to hold on to this weight. So as we're talking about the
Some of it
Aquarius letting
is
go,
emotional. Yeah, some of
yeah,
it is emotional. Yeah.
yeah, letting go is sometimes it's just doing these movements. I got to get it out of me, go
Yep.
into the deepness of my chi just by doing these movements. So I said I'm gonna lose weight.
That's
And
it.
so after I get off this video, I'm going to turn on my 30 minutes, take a break, do my Tai Chi videos, and then they're a low impact. So it's not like a I go to the gym, but I sweat. I
Good.
was impressed.
Good.
I start sweating in 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm
I
like,
do.
I
I
feel
do.
like I've been doing something.
I do little simple exercises that we used to do in basketball practice and football practice and when I was in the military. I don't go to no gym. I do push-ups, sit-ups, calisthenics, and crunches, and yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna lose weight.
Yep.
That's my thing. Get it
See,
out. Get it out.
good for you. Good for you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right. Anybody else? Nope. All right. This has been On the Sevens with Pifers B Metatron, where we come to awaken to our mastered self, ascend with our evolving soul, and expand our consciousness mind. We are thankful and grateful for each and every one of you for your support and encouragement. Please continue to keep On the Sevens with Pifers B Metatron a part of your soul's journey as your mastered self awaits you. Let me leave you with this. As above, so below. As within, so without. As of the cosmos, so in your soul core level, it is so and it is so. Always be authentically you, unapologetically. Until we gather again, goodbye for now. I am Pifers B Metatron on the Sevens, signing off. Zen Uru, Zen Uru, Zen